Alright guys, we are back with the REDU Format Semi-Finals at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Robert Mcnett on the left playing Chaos Dragons versus myself on the right playing Karakuri Geargia. This tournament was 3 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. Currently Robert has 2 wins on the channel. Well, this is our, second REDU tournament. Yeah, Robert got a little mad right here because he says I pre-played him. He's playing Chaos Dragon, so Maxi's going to be kind of dead. I mean, it's locals. People pre-play at locals all the time. Everyone knows it's like. It happens. Yeah, because Maxi's not going to be good against Robert's deck. All right, so here, Robert Maxi's my Arsenal. Yeah, I messed up. I was supposed to attack over the tour guide with Arsenal. Again, this is my first time playing. Actually, my second time ever playing Geargia. I've never played this deck. The only other time I played it was when Ryan and I let me borrow his Geargia deck for a hat tournament. Here comes Heavy. So I set double bottomless. And I'll go over why I said double bottomless. In REDU format, we have 3 MST. While in Heavy, in Edison, we only have 1 MST. So I don't want him to go Lila, pop my bottomless, and special summon Pulsar. I'd rather, Beta or MST, special summon Pulsar. So that's why I set both. Alright, so he tributes the Trag and the Sangan for Gores. Searched Raikou off the Gores. Activate Solar Recharge, discarding Raikou. Draw 2, mill 2. So Robert went X1 in the Swiss rounds. I think he lost... to the Lose Machina Geartown deck. So he Monster Rebands, Dark Flare Dragon, Special Summons Dark Arm. I tell you guys this, I can't escape Dark Arm. It doesn't matter the format. Edison, Tengu, REDU, even Hat. I had Ben playing Evil Swarm of all decks, and he would drop Dark Arm. Okay, so this leaves me at 100, but luckily I had the Dark Hole. Whenever he did all this, I was thinking, okay, as long as he doesn't OTK me, I have Dark Hole, so I'll be able to fight back, but now I have to be really careful. So here, Mcnett drops the second Trag. Pop Arsenal, get Armor. Now, I borrowed this deck, and there was, from John Vigil. John Vigil lent almost everyone REDU decks, and I didn't like the list that much. I think it needs work. I felt 3 Call of Haunted was too much. There's 3 Call of Haunted in the main deck, 3 Maxi, 2 Veiler, which I think is too many hand traps. I would only play probably 2 Maxi, 1 Veiler. But people are terrified of wind-ups. I'm they don't always open Magician Shark. It's it's a 2-card combo. They're not always going to draw it. All right, so here he Veilers my Armor. And I'm left with 2 cards. Who will go to the finals? And we have the Sheriff Los waiting in the finals with his Dino Rabbit deck. He is the reigning REDU champ. This is only our second REDU tournament, so we'll see if the Sheriff can go back-to-back. But if I'm Los, who do I want to face? Do I want to face Mcnett's Chaos? I'd probably not Mcnett. We saw him. Actually, Los lost round 1, got swiftly 2-0'd. So I think Los probably rather go up against Geargia than Chaos Dragons. Even though Geargia's not... I think the Geargia matchup will come down to the die roll, but Chaos Dragons have always been favored against Rabbit. Alright, so I switched the Trag to attack mode with Beret's effect. So I brought out the Watchdog in attack mode because if it's selected as an attack target, it switches to defense. So there's no point of summoning in defense. So draw phase... I immediately discard Maxi because it's dead. So it's if Robert, I put him on a clock. So if he does anything, I'm gonna draw a card off of Maxi. All right. So let's see. Normal summon Maxi. Is this game with the Maxi? Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was upset. I saw my opening hand and it was double Maxi. But what saved me that game was the Dark Hole. I had the Dark Hole. Otherwise, Robert Mcnett easily wins that first game. But Dark Hole's a card. So I take game 1. 1 win away from getting to the finals in REDU. Also, I'm trying to be the first person to win in 4 different formats on the channel. I think only Los, myself, and John Vigil have won in 3 different formats. So let's see if I can pull it off. Not gonna be easy. Chaos Dragons is rough. Alright, so recharges Lila, draws 2, mills Sangan and Maxi. He cited an electric virus because he can take my Machina, or not Machina, my Gear Gigant X. So here comes Tour Guy, too good from the underworld. Special summon. He milled a Sangan, so he grabs the other tour guide. XYZ summons into... Let's see. Zen mains in defense mode. Set 1, pass. So I keep in MST just in case of I don't want to get roll decreed. So set, pass. Also, I don't want him to end phase MST me and hit the right card. Sometimes you're better off holding the MSTs, but he has 2 of them, so maybe that's why he set 1. Okay. So he's probably thinking my set monster is a Geargia armor. So he's going to banish Sangan and Lila to special summon Dark Flare Dragon. Dark Flare attack. It is armor, so armor is going to search. I feel Geargia is not that hard of a deck to play, even though, again, this is only my second time ever playing it. But also, I have a lot of experience going up against it because I played a lot of Hat last year and early this year, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while. And yeah, I faced so many Geargia. So I kind of learned the deck just from watching others, especially Robert. Like, I watched one time he was playing around Nobleman across out, and I kind of did the same thing in this tournament. That's how you learn. That's why watching other people play, especially if you're new, you kind of see things that they do, and, you know, if you watch my videos, you'll see things that a lot of the people do. Like I said, I learned that playing around Nobleman across out play from watching Mcnett in Hat format. I thought it was pretty cool because he would like go Arsenal, bring out the armor, and he wouldn't use the effect. And me having never played Geargia, I just, you know. And then here's the second time I played it. I picked that up. All right, so I'll go MK2, bring back armor, attack the set monster. It is Raikou, so he pops my armor. Mills Valor, recharge, and Light Pulsar. And he pass to Mcnett. Oh, he's got monster reban, 2 spells in his hand. Who will meet the sheriff in the finals? Now, also, Chaos Dragons won the first REDU tournament, so will Chaos Dragons go back to back? Now, Los did win, but again, he won with Chaos Dragons, so he would have won back. If he does win, he'll be back to back, but not with the same deck. All right, let's see. So, set. Pass to Mcnett. Mcnett with all 3 MSTs. Hits my Call the Haunted. And remember, we know he has Monster Reban. We saw it in his hand. Pitch for Dark Flare's effect. Banish my armor. Yeah, that effect is so good. That's how they would beat Insectors. And here comes Monster Reban, and I just pick up my card. So Robert forces the 3rd game. And again, if Robert wins here today, he would join the winning in 3 formats because his 2 wins on the channel were 1 in Edison and 1 in Hat. So he would join the club. Me, John, and Los so far are the only ones in the club. So normal summon armor. Oh, okay, I'm trying to see. So now I know he has Maxi. Uh-oh. Yeah, now I know he has Maxi because what else would he think about right here? So he decides to hold the Maxi. Yeah, because I think he made the right play holding the Maxi. Because if he drops it there, I'm just going to set armor and pass. So that was smart on his part. He would just take a straight up -1. Now he could have maybe dropped it when I special summon Accelerator. But then again, I would probably just set the armor. Maybe he can't deal with the accelerator, so that's why he chose just not to use it. All right, so I decided to just go Gigant X. Search Arsenal. And set armor. Set 2 pass. All right, Mcnett activates Solar Recharge. No Solemn. Draws Tour Guide, Pulsar, Mills Valor, and another Pulsar. God, these QCR Pulsars look nice. And now, let's see what will Mcnett do. Normal Summon Tour Guide. So I'm warning the Tour Guide. I don't want him to go make Zen mains. Also, I don't want to view his graveyard for Dark Armed, but here comes Monster Reban, as my boy Scott Page likes to call it. And I double warning. Double warning. Special Summon Light Pulsar Dragon. Okay, that's unfortunate. So now he's going to run over my Gigant, so I'm going to take 200. Mcnett is left with what, like 3 cards? Flip Armor. So we know I searched Arsenal, but he has. I'm actually in a pretty bad spot. So he discards Max C. Yeah, so it actually worked out that he held the Max C, because now that he has a Pulsar Dragon, I either A, have to set my armor and pass, or summon a tuner and give him an extra draw. So you can see here, that's what I'm debating. You can see that I'm looking at my extra deck, so it's obvious I have a tuner in my hand. So I chose just to play it safe. I don't want to give him cards. Some people would argue, yeah, you should probably run over the Pulsar Dragon, but his hand seems kind of slow. So I'd rather just let him take the -1, and then I can just go off during my turn. Then we'll summon MK2. But I think Robert made the right move holding that Max C to wait until he has a monster. All right, so I special summon the Arsenal from my hand because I want to make a rank 3. Yep, bring out the MK2. Let me mute this, my bad, guys. Discord notifications. Special summon Accelerator. Bounce for Birdman. Special summon Accelerator. Now I'm going to freeze his back row. You never know what it could be back there. A Mirror Force, a Deep Prison. So I go for Soul Silver Mountain to lock his back row. Yeah, I'm reading it. You know, I actually didn't expect to play Geargia. The only reason I played this deck is John wanted to play the wind-up deck. But I actually finished building my own wind-up deck. That's what I want to play. But I do think Geargia is really, really good. I think what hurt Geargia in that era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it came out, obviously, REDU format, right? Is Mermail coming out. Mermail and Fire Fist came out. And it really, like, both those decks out-armor easily. Bear, Tanky Bear, Outsit, Marksman, or just Genix Undyne, and that's what hurt Geargia. I'm surprised people didn't want to play Miami format. I'm guessing people don't want to play Miami format because Mermail. I think, yeah, I wouldn't mind playing Miami format. It's the same thing, except we gained Fire Fist and Mermail. Same format. People probably, but then I think everyone would just play Mermail, so that's probably why that format's not popular. Anyway, so I synchro for 8. Barreto effect. I think Robert's at 8,000. Yeah, he's at 8,000. I don't know if I can OTK him. Depends on the rest of my hand. So I'm gonna bring out Strategist, switch Barreto to attack mode. I didn't have to do that play, but I am going to draw a card. Attack for 300. And I know he has nothing in the graveyard for Pulsar Dragon. Hit him for 26 and 18. His back row is locked. Also, in case his back row is an MST, he won't be able to MST my back row. That's why I went for the Soul Super Mountain play. All right. Let's see if Mcnett will end my dream. Trying to win in the 4th format. So he pitches BLS and... Oh, he didn't have a Dark in the grave. Okay, so he had to pitch his Dark Flare to Special Summon Pulsar. Now he sets a new back row. So my what's the card called? Soul is gone, so my Soul Super Mountain's gone, so both those spells and traps are live. Oh yeah, I'm reading the Burrito. So I can just switch my strategist to attack mode manually and I'll draw a card. Yeah, you can see that's where I'm reading it. So draw 1 for Burrito. But now he can get back the Dark Flare. So attack his Pulsar Dragon. He brings back Dark Flare. Attack with Burrito, and attack him with Strategist for 500. Not looking good for Robert. Especially his Monster Reband is gone. His BLS is gone. Dark Arm's dead. I don't think there's much he can do. I'm trying to think what he could draw. Chaos Sorcerer is okay, but it really doesn't do much. Yeah, Robert picks up his cards. I didn't think there was much he could have done, so I'm going to the finals in this tournament. Now, one thing I want to mention, how this tournament played out. It was 3 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. I went undefeated in the Swiss rounds. Now in top 8, I faced a 6 Samurai guy, and we played it out. He beat me, but he gave me the win. He said I gotta go. He had to go, so I shouldn't have been in the semifinals. But it's not the first time. That stuff happens at locals all the time. Someone has to go. They give the other person the win. To be honest, me and him shouldn't even have played it out. If I knew he was leaving, we shouldn't even have played it out. But so that's what happens. You gave me a second chance, so now I'm going to the finals against the Sheriff. So a lot's on the line in this finals, at least for me. Either A, Los will go back-to-back in redo, or B, I will get my win in all 4 different formats. The only format I haven't won with is Go. We'll see. Stay tuned. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Yep, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.